I don't admire one guy leaping into danger if it means someone else might have to jump in to save him. You're all just lining up to lose out. Dooming others to take the fall with you. Oh, and you can spare me the usual party line. Yes, hearts are powerful when they're connected. But if you put too much of that power in one place, some of those hearts might end up breaking. Still, Sora, that doesn't mean you should change. Accept the power you're given. Find the hearts joined to yours.
Why would I ever take advice from you?
As if. You don't have any choice but to follow this sweet little trail of breadcrumbs. And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you.
What's up, cool people? My name's Matt. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3 Proud Mode playthrough. Alrighty, so made it through not quite an hour of Kingdom Hearts 3. We are in Thebes. Playing on Proud Mode because I don't know if I'm quite mentally ready to take on critical. Plus, I also said I would play critical, you know, after reaching certain goals, and those have not happened yet. In fact, I was debating on not even playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again just yet. But, you know, I figured maybe going back through and seeing what all story cues and references I picked up on. Honestly, critical mostly feels harder earlier on. Then again, pretty much every game feels harder early on because of not having cure magic. But yeah, it's like early on, and then like when you get to super bosses, those are the times when critical really actually feels hard. In my opinion. But I will say, it seemed hard enough just on, like, the data battles and such, in my opinion, felt hard enough just on standard that I was like, ain't no way in heck I'm doing this on critical. Partially because that also was not a requirement for any achievements or anything like that. I don't see how you'd get by without using cure at all. Yeah, I mean, sure, if you like study the bosses real hard and like get to the point of memorizing all their patterns and weaknesses and stuff like that, yes. And I suppose there's also typically some ways to kind of sort of cheese them. I'm just, I don't know. I'm not the kind of player to, like, dedicate myself that hardcore to one particular game that I, you know, become that familiar with the inner workings of it. But yeah, I get how you can use items for healing instead of cure. I guess, I mean, if you just stockpile money and buy enough items, I guess that is a workaround. Especially because then that, like, keeps you from, you know, worrying about your MP gauge and, you know, trying to make sure you at least save a little bit so you can heal. Yes, I understand that there are others still trapped in the city. That does not surprise me. Okay, real quick, sorry. Is there anything about the audio in here? Probably not. Subtitles on, maps, vibration, master volume. But not just the dialogue volume. Okay, well, whatever. I was like, did I miss something up here? The answer was yes. But that, I think up here is somewhere I already was. Yep, that was the one roof I jumped off of. Okay. And sled time again.
Here goes.
This one has a bit of a branching path, if I remember right. Oh, come on. Really? Rather just use other spells. It builds up the situation gauge faster than MP recharge. I mean... Yeah, it's an entirely valid playstyle. It's just not within my tendencies, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Okay, hang on. I want to get to the other branch of this as well. Maybe I'm trying a little too hard to get everything. But, you know, especially on higher difficulties, that kind of stuff is usually even more helpful. Like, I actually just got some equipment. Armor. Shield belt. Gives me 1 defense. But still better than nothing.
Here goes.
Okay. Now I will move along. Oh, hello. Also, I'm not sure, did Sora even have water magic in any of the other games before this? I guess maybe Dream Drop Distance, because that had the commands and such. Otherwise, I don't remember water being a thing for Sora.
Thanks, kid.
Got a high potion. All my recent playthroughs, I started using all items. Well, okay, yeah. If you're playing mods where you're making stuff free, then of course take advantage of that. Like that's the fun part with mods, is that there are pretty much ways to tweak the game in any way you could think of. So if you want to set it up to make it easier to spam Thundaza, then heck yeah, I would probably want to do that too. How did you get up there?
Hercules! Where are you?
Yuck! Oh no!
Help is on the way!
We'll put these hotheads out.
Hang on up there!
Huh? Who are you three? Where is Hercules?
I really was too.
You mean junior heroes? Sorry, that's just... feels like that's the appropriate, you know, thing to insert into the dialogue right there. Because they sure made a point of emphasizing that in, was that in Kingdom Hearts 2? That, like, he said that a bunch? I don't know. Probably was 2. Main reason I do that is because red form changes can follow up Grand Magic with a combo
You're
finisher.
so kind.
You can
Keep
spam
training, and
Highlands
one
too.
day you'll be great heroes,
Ah.
just like Hercules.
Keep training? Is it that obvious?
Just for you.
Hey!
I think we all have a ways to go, but we'll get there together.
Yeah, we will.
Go.
Yeah, I could see spamming finishers being fun. Okay. Come on. Alright, so I break that thing's ankle. Also, I wonder if that's supposed to be a statue of Achilles.
Do that.
Well,
That'd be the kind of reference I'd expect in these games. Having the whole, like, Achilles heel kind of reference. Okay. And we got some cloves, which I don't think will really be relevant for a while. And we slide. Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of trying to fight those dudes mid-air, just saying.
Dream!
I gotta say, For the most part in this game, I think I like water magic better than fire. Although I guess in some cases for the ranged enemies, fire can be a little bit better at like tracking them and whatnot. And of course, some of them will have weaknesses to fire. So like there's definitely still a use for it. It's just not as crucial as maybe it has been in some of the other games.
Stream! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Water!
Max AP increased, and I got MP haste, which should be especially helpful as I'm pretty much going for a mage build here. I mean, my selections early on were definitely magic leaning. Okay. Yep. I was gonna say enemies have been cleared, but not quite. Now they have.
You're my heroes.
You look a lot like the previous lady. Water is actually an underrated spell because it has iframes. It can be chained into a dodge roll. Interesting. That's where it's nice for me to have other people around that know these kinds of things, because I'm not the type of player who sticks with the game long enough to figure out all the ins and outs like that. At least not like all at once. The closest I came to doing that was probably with this game. Like, sort of in my initial time playing it after its release. But even then, it was just more like, okay, let me get all the achievements, and that's good enough for me. Not like, alright, let me play through everything on every difficulty, learn like all the little quirks of what will and won't work and what can be changed together and different things like that. And yeah, I mean, there were ways to look that up, but
Thank you.
I don't know, I generally don't play the same game. I don't dedicate enough of a chunk of time to the same game where I'm usually real concerned about all those tiny little details.
Ready? Here goes! Oh.
I forgot about that little thing happening. Oh look, it's a lucky emblem, but we can't do that thing yet because reasons. Okay. Oh yay, archers. Ranged enemies are always so fun.
My shield's ready!
Okay, well hopefully we can find some more enemies while your shield is ready there, Goofy. Yep, cutscene.
Oh! Oh! Herc!
Sora!
Huh? More Heartless!
You take them. We need to save these people.
Herc, can you hold the building?
No problem.
Donald!
Like he has a
Goofy,
choice.
We gotta do this quick!
If he, you know, wants the people to be saved. Grand magic, yeah. Okay. And form changes are now a possible thing. Okay, so you can use the left trigger to cycle through situation commands. Or the D-pad.
Stream! Water!
Second form. Sure, why not?
Back off! Yeah! Yeah! Water! Stream! Yeah!
I gotta say,
Stream!
Nice one, Sora.
having a form change that's just called second form, though, is a little, I don't know. Like, they really couldn't have come up with anything else for that.
Yeah, you got him! So long! Try this! See ya! Yeah!
Bug on it. I end up doing that, like, all the time.
Water! Stream!
Give more attention to the situation gauge. Very well. Second form. Flare Force.
Doing great, Sora.
Still more? Jeez.
Stream! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Party, Sora. I'm starting to lose my grip.
Yeah!
Okay. Yeah, I still had, like, over 50 seconds left. Second form, you can switch Keyblades
Get the people
when you're
out.
about to do Ripple Drive.
Okay,
Jump, then switch back, then continue the
are
combo.
you guys
and
alright?
do mag-
You need to
Huh.
get to safety.
Hurry!
Go, quickly!
Sometimes, if I'm being real, I probably just spam A bit too much to catch on to details like that.
Huh? Oh, you scared us.
It's nothing. That's what these are for.
Huh?
Oh, wow. Very nice. Full marks.
Go away.
No organization.
You're Xigbar.
All this altruism is giving me the warm and fuzzies. So then, does having a heart of light come with an extremely good insurance policy?
Just say what you mean.
Oh, but I did, though. No good will ever come from putting other people first.
I was able to save Meg's life because I was ready to risk my own.
Because you've got friends in high places, you mean? Tricks like that don't fly for your average Joe.
What do you know? You weren't even there. If you were, you'd admire Herc's courage.
I don't admire one guy leaping into danger if it means someone else might have to jump in to save him. You're all just lining up to lose out. Dooming others to take the fall with you. Oh, and you can spare me the usual party line. Yes, hearts are powerful when they're connected. But if you put too much of that power in one place, some of those hearts might end up breaking. Still, Sora, that doesn't mean you should change. Accept the power you're given. Find the hearts joined to yours.
Why would I ever take advice from you?
As if. You don't have any choice but to follow this sweet little trail of breadcrumbs. And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner. You're so close!
Hearts breaking? Whose hearts?
Sora, don't let him bother you.
See,
He's just trying to get under
now
your
with my
skin 'cause he
increased
thinks he
knowledge
can.
of the series, I'm like, okay,
But we'll prove
is he
him
talking
wrong.
more so
We'll show
about
him
just,
that our
you know,
sacrifices haven't been for nothing.
Sora having connections
You're
with
right.
Ven and Roxas, or
Besides, we're
is that
already proof enough.
also / even more so
Him. But we'll
a
continue
reference to what
to
happened
your
in, like,
punishment.
Yeah.
back cover or Union Cross or all that kind of, you know, the stuff with the foretellers. Because eventually, you know, they started fighting partially because of wanting control of the light or being concerned over who has more control or power or whatever. Okay, this, I think, is where I came from. Or maybe not. No, that's definitely where I came from. Okay.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
See, the flow motion dash like that doesn't get you as far as it did in Dream Drop Distance. So I find it much less useful.
Yeah.
AP boost. Okay. So many ingredients. Hang on, is there... Okay, no, there's no chest there. That just leads up to the higher spot that does have a chest. Speaking of chests...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. Our first mini-boss. Attractions, right. While engaging enemies, you may see a green circle appear around one. Yeah. Basically, just press Y when you see certain stuff show up. Y is your best friend. Is pretty much what a lot of the fighting boils down to. Now. Okay, so I do get tech points for blocking. See, in this case, it just feels far more natural to attack like crazy rather than use magic. Of course, with a larger group of enemies like this, then magic becomes more natural to me. I don't know why. Okay, victory.
Nice job, Wonder Boy. We checked the whole area.
No
It
thanks
looks
for
like
us.
everyone's safe.
That's great. We did what we could.
You heroes have been busy little bees. Oh, look. More trouble.
Yeah, that
It's
looks like
Hades.
trouble. Either that or just a really big storm.
Herc, let's go.
Right.
Okay. There are probably some treasures I could find around here, though. Not that it's a big deal. Just also happens to be a bunch of breakable stuff. Although, really, I think there's even more available when you come back here later and things aren't burning to the ground. Oh, hey, look, a save point. Actually, I think... yeah, this is the exact same save point that we had before. Area selection unlocked. Cool. Yeah. Fast travel. Real quick. Let me check out Sora's abilities and make sure I have everything equipped that I might want to. Oh, jeez. Reduce MP cost by 1 with each successive magic cast. Sure, I'll equip that. Automatically trigger the finish command when a situation command's timer runs out in combat. That's kind of nice, but so is Treasure Magnet. It's healing items and magic on friends. Sure. All in flow motion. Do that. Another thing I want for KH4 is more mini-boss variety. I like the rock troll, but it gets reused for like half of the worlds. Eh. Gosh. While swinging around a horizontal pole. While in flow motion, press A to fly at foes. Like... There's so much of the flow motion stuff that... Honestly, I, like... Probably wouldn't use that much. I'd rather have MP haste. So, tell you what, let me... There was one of these mobility ones here. While in flow motion, so... And press X to air dash a long distance. That doesn't even seem to actually move me real far. Oh, I still need another point. Those are helpful, though. Dodge into a wall to kick off and set up your next action. That really only sets up the super slide. So, there we go. Auto finish would be convenient, but not necessary. Or, like, as helpful, in my opinion. Oh, I do have an accessory, huh. Oh, and that gives me 2 more AP. Ha, should have looked into that a little sooner. Oh well. Okay, never mind. So I can at least... For now, I guess I can re-enable the wall kick and the super slide. Because I don't want auto finish that badly. Saving again, so I don't have to redo all those. Hey, are there any items I would want now? Sure. Since I can afford one of each. Prize postcard. And why is it so difficult to actually interact with the Moogles sometimes? I forget if I actually get much of anything from synthesizing. And doggone it, now I'm gonna want to go back into the equipment, although Sora already has a shield belt. Oh. So when it talks about the stock of an item, that literally is only referring to what I do not have equipped. Okay, that would have been nice to know. Actually, does Goofy even have any abilities that I would want on him? Especially ones which he doesn't already have? Actually, Donald having MP haste would be more helpful. So, let me instead give Donald the ability ring and Goofy the shield belt. Fire boost. Oh, wait. Did it... What? I thought it only gave... I'm confused. Does he actually not need that AP? Oh, whatever. Okay, moving along.
We
We need to get to the top of the mountain and stop Hades.
That's odd. The river's never this full.
Never this full, you say. Okay, it is a bit quicker to spam fire, though, than it is to spam water. So there is that.
Fire! How's this for you?
I'm like, where are the enemies? Like, who are you throwing a rock at there, Herc? Please tell me there's still time for fire. Yes. Okay. I think it missed, though. Okay, being afflicted with lightning is annoying. That's one thing I definitely don't hope that they bring back. I mean, I get that it adds another wrinkle to the combat, which, like, I don't know, it's not entirely a bad idea, it's just, I find it kind of annoying in a game where a lot of times your main focus is on the enemy's action and, like, either trying to avoid their attacks or in some other way respond or something like that. Just having status effects that, you know, status effects that make you then need to pay attention to your command gauge more just seems counterproductive, in my opinion. I like the beginning for this game far better than Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2's because it's paced, or I guess because of how it's paced. Just get to the point without wasting time on boring minigames. Yeah. The start of this game is pretty solid. Like, I do not have any complaints about how this game opens. Water cufflink. That's probably some equipment to look into. But I don't know if I want to do that right now. Yeah, I figured you meant like faster paced. Okay, I guess Square did learn a little bit from Dream Drop Distance that adding a boosted flow motion jump is absolutely broken. Because that was a really easy way to just get a whole lot of things in Dream Drop Distance. Okay, so there is a chest. It's just inside the foot statue thing there. Power ring. More equipment. Typing accurately on mobile is very difficult. I will agree. Especially with autocorrect, sometimes changing things to something you didn't even want.
Stream! Water! So long! Flare! Ha! Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah!
Enemies cleared from here. Trying to keep an eye on the time and see where I might want to wrap things up. Or more accurate, when I might want to wrap things up. Oh, hang on. I could have walked across there. Oh well, I could get my way back up and still do that.
Stream! Water! Stream! Stream! Yeah! 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 So long!
Okay. Now, that just leads back up here. I don't think that's where I want to go right now. So, we shall instead go this way. Or is this just going to be another way back up to that? No? Alright. Treasure. And, okay, now I go along this way.
Sora, over here! Yeah! Her! Here goes!
Yeah, this. And I forgot for a second you could also jump while this is going. And even more than that, I forgot there was a finish command tied to that. Whoopsie. Okay. Another lucky emblem, not that it's a big deal. Totally forgot about picking those until just now. Okay. Like, what is that little ledge there? Why is that little ledge there? Thought there was a little something out here. I guess it's just breakable stuff. Okay. Wanted to make sure it wasn't a treasure chest.
Blaze! Fire! Sora! Yeah.
Is this really the best place to be using heroic swing? I feel like it'd be really easy to just fall down, but at least if I fall down there, it's not terrible. And I forgot to finish again. Doggone it. Not sure it would have done all that much in the situation anyway. Alright. Making our way on up. I imagine once I get to the top and get to the save point there, that is when I will probably end up wrapping up this particular bit of recording. Yeah. Because those can build up a bit. Like, I just saw this one go from Stun Impact to Sonic Blade. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for all the tips so far. Yeah, that was gonna go away anyway. Would have been nice if I had found some other enemies upon which to actually use Sonic Blade, but oh well.
Get by me, Sora! Here goes!
Alright,
You
whatever.
won't stop a true hero! Take this! Water!
No other enemies around for now. 2, 1. Let's go to second form now. Oh, well now I'm back here. Not planning to go back down into that area because that's where we started. Those form change combos have more crowd control. Doesn't seem to be anything down that way. Okay. Another scene here.
This sure does feel awfully familiar.
Yeah, just like before.
Guys, this is getting worse by the minute. I hope I'm wrong, but my family may need me. Sora, I'm gonna fly ahead. You've been a big help, but leave the rest to me.
Family?
Yeah. Dad's king of the gods. Yeah!
What? His father is a god, but doesn't that mean Herc is a god too?
Oh, I think it does.
No wonder he's so strong.
Then he'll be okay.
Won't he?
No, Organization 13's here. He'll need our help.
Good point. We gotta go.
Just he was never quit.
But, you know,
Huh.
that is what Xigbar was
All I know
talking
is
about
that
before,
she was in trouble.
in case that wasn't
Suddenly,
obvious.
I wanted to save her with all my heart.
We fight with all our heart.
You know, related to Herc and
Come
basically
on.
him having an advantage. Not being your average Joe.
Whoa.
Yippee, the Rock Titan. Honestly, this part isn't even that bad. It's just a little bit tedious. You know, making sure you avoid all the falling rocks and whatnot. I thought for sure there was a chest there. Guess not. Okay. I will simply continue the climb now. Why didn't you do that the whole time, Sora? I mean, granted, that doesn't exactly look easy, so... Can't exactly blame him for, maybe just waiting for a good setup to do that. Speaking of these, every time I see someone on Twitter saying that... Yeah, I've found out over the years that Arrow can be completely broken sometimes. Boom. Well, that sure did a lot.
Scream! Water! So long! Here we go!
Pardon me. Oh, we didn't look any other enemies around? No. Bummer. Hey, appreciate the follow. Admiral Favron? I don't know if that's the exact pronunciation, but appreciate you stopping by and following. Is it really time for some magic? I don't even see any enemies around. Yeah. Well, I guess shortly we'll be, you know, fighting the Rock Titan. That'll be a good time to use some magic if I can get up to him in time. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Target the other leg. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on.
That was close.
And doggone it, I was just like a couple of seconds away from using Sonic Blade. Most bosses are immune to arrow, but I love that Sora isn't.
My shield ready.
Okay. Time for some actual fighting. Of, you know, the heads and dealing actual damage and stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on.
It's over.
Sure, we'll just do this for now. There we go.
Yes, that's one down.
They're not so tough by themselves.
That one was dumb as a rock.
Okay, what's next?
Haha. Dumb as a rock. Because he's the Rock Titan. I guess I went the wrong way out of those two. One of these paths has a treasure. There we go. Fluorite. Huh. Such brightness. Okay. We got to another save point. Huzzah! And I think that'll have to do it for that bit of recording. Okay, so apparently somebody on Reddit or whatever said they thought this game was really short. But, like, the individual worlds are actually longer than pretty much any other game in the series. Like, I was able to fit one world into... at least one world into an episode in most of the other games. So I don't really see where that idea is coming from, unless they just skipped all the cutscenes. I could see it maybe being a little bit shorter than some of the others that way. In any case, yeah, we're still in Olympus, although we're getting close to the end of it. So, it's probably in total going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours that ends up taking place in Olympus, but I digress. No big deal. Still no real serious difficulty. I have not been worried about dying to any of the enemies yet. But, yeah. That's all for now. As always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get updates when I post new videos. Look down in the description for links to social media pages, as well as Discord server where we can talk about stuff, and my supporter page down there where you can sign up for a membership. Help me out monetarily a little bit. Help me with equipment and buying new games and stuff like that. And, of course, in exchange, you'll get some added perks. But, yeah. Otherwise, if you're looking for engagement, of course, there's always the simple option of leaving thoughts and questions down in the comments section below the video. So, that's all I got for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another video. But whatever the case is, till next time, stay cool, people.